Alright, so let's get to it. I'll start Dwarf Fortress, and I'll just make a brief video about me choose my embark zone and what I'll do for uh, the setup. So when we play around this area, as can be seen by the campfires. So that's my worth visiting to try and get over there. Let's see, any doors around this area? The doors already up here. So there's some doors, but they're kind of far away. It might be worth trying to make a fort around this area. Or I could go in an entirely new, different area. I probably should go with flux stone just to try and make steel and shell metal, multiple. That should work. This should be a nice brief video for basically arming future adventures. I probably won't have too many adventures on this small world, but I'll have a few. Okay, so shell metal and flux stone. Looks like we got a bit around here, so that might be worth looking into. Down here we got the good plains or swamps or dunes, grazed hills, dunes, and all that. So let's see here. Got dwarves right there. So around this area isn't too bad. Let's look around. Brook. Bunch of aquifers, annoyingly enough. Let's try and look around this area. So we got shell metal, we got flux. Alright, let's move up a bit then. We'll make it right in the heart of this mountain area. So this is woodland, it's got a bit of soil. That's maybe a little too deep. I don't really care about the Untamed Wild, so add, I guess, to the effect. I rather dislike aquifers. They can tend to be annoying, so this is a little bit too deep. Down here we got same problem pretty much. So that blue area around there, that seems to be mostly the aquifer. But we'll just resize this real quick. This is how I check like different places for aquifers. Flux stone. So yeah, that's the aquifer right there. This is the aquifer here. But that's possibly not that bad for a starting location. Though it lacks a bit of the channels. I really do want to start in the heartland here, so deeper you're in, the deeper you get shell metals. So I have to really deeply get metals. What I might do is I think I might resize the map a little bit. Like what I mean, like I'll do it like this. I'll take it 12, I'll make it 9, but this expand out, that'll make it 15. So I'll have, bit more grassland. And we have a river. Interesting little bit of hills. So that might make it very interesting. Probably gonna have a nice deep chasm. Let's see here. Oops, I didn't want to do that. What? I'm basically uploading a bit of a Legends mode from the last one, so I figured I might as well do that. Alright, so... damn, I did it again. This is the only problem with having so many goddamn options. Whoops, that's a little big. There we go. Now, what I want to do is, I want to... Alright, there we go. So that changes my, civilization. We'll do Momentous Pulley. Just because it sounds better. Axe Attack is, we'll maybe do it next time. If there's this next time. So let's look at the biomes. I've got Shadow Metals all the way over here, and down there I've got Fluxstone. And that'll make for, probably make the farms down the Fluxstone area, so it'll all be good. So we'll embark. Yes, we'll embark. Right, so play now. Or no, not play now. Pray now, prayer for journey carefully. I basically planned a little bit about what I'm going to do. I was thinking basically, I want one proficient grower, and that's basically all this guy will do. And actually, before I do anything, I should look at what these guys offer, because their little personality traits can be important. He's if you have marine, a large deficit of willpower and low patience. He's quick to tire, weak, and slow to heal. So, yeah, I'll make that guy my farmer. Because farming isn't all that important for stats, I find. Okay, so this guy, he's quick, he's quite durable, slow to tire, and strong. He has iffy memory, poor analytical ability, poor focus, and lack of understanding for social relationships. I want one military dwarf, or actually 2 military dwarves, so this guy can make a good axe user. That's what I'll do, axe user. Armor user. I suppose I should do one thing. I've noticed that it's kind of hard sometimes to read, so we'll zoom in just a little bit. And as you can see, I've selected Proficient Grower, Axeman, and Armor User. Next guy, he's very slow to tire, but he's very clumsy. He has a great feel for social relationships, but and he's got poor memory, poor analytical abilities, poor spatial senses, and it's quite poor focus. He likes wood, so maybe make him the carpenter. Alright, good, it's uploading. Alright, so carpenter. And I also like to make my carpenter a bower, so I can get, something from wood. Like, he can make crossbows for guys in the beginning. This guy is indefatigable, quick to heal, but he's weak. He has an amazing special sense, lots of willpower, natural ability with music, good sense of position of his own body, and a son of patience. So maybe make him the archer. And I'll put armor user on him. And putting crossbow and armor, or putting armor user on the crossbow, because that way he can train with this guy early on. Oops, I don't want him to have armor user. Shield user. I want him the training shutter and shield and armor user and get good at that. Because I'll put him like the same squad early on. So this guy, he's what is he? He's very slow to tire, but she's very flimsy, quite susceptible to disease. Um, she has great creativity, great analytical ability, a great kinetic sense, a great sense of empathy, natural inclination towards. She has a short patience and lousy intuition. Maybe make her a Mason. Oops, that's right. So, okay, that's really enough. Efficient Mason. So I've covered most of this stuff. I'm looking for a stonecrafter now and a doctor. So let's see what these guys have. This guy is very weak, but he has an iron will, sharp intellect, good intuition, and poor focus and low patience. This guy, he's very slow to heal, but he has poor creativity and very bad analytical ability. Something you can do if you're unsure about what is good for the dwarves. Diagnoser. You can look up and see what attributes affect what skills. I don't think it's too important for a medical dwarf to basically have all the skills that are necessary, but it's important that I think he has good diagnoser, just because he'll be the only person able to diagnose until someone shows up, and that's not always guaranteed. This is just a bit slow because I'm uploading, of course. It's coming along slow, so that shouldn't be too hard. So analytical ability, memory, and intuition. And both these guys are kind of suffering a bit. Because, well, this guy could be it. Bone Doctor requires strength, but as long as no one gets their bones broken or gets someone else, it's not bad. So he'll be our doctor. And I also like to put my appraiser skills and all that on my doctor. So there's a doctor. Wound dresser, diagnosis, surgeon, all that. And then he's got competent negotiator for brokering. And that'll really help for brokering quite a bit, I find. He's agile and tough, but very slow to heal. Poor creativity. It's not going to make a great, crafter, but what I'm basically trying to craft to do in the beginning is just make pots. That's pretty much all he's going to do. He's going to make pots. So stonecrafter, and let's see here, Mason. Yep, so that's all right. All right, so let's go in here. Now you're going to notice something. I didn't get a single miner, and there's a reason for it. Let's first just start eliminating all this stuff. We'll clear the slate completely. All gone. Okay, so let's see here. I got 956 points to spend. First of all, I'd like to bring a couple dogs and one male cat. And the purpose of the dogs and the cat is to protect my fortress from the skulking kobolds or anything else that I don't want inside my fortress, like vermin. Okay, so let's add some new items. First things first, I like to bring 4 copper picks. Literally, I like to bring 4 copper picks because mining no longer affects how much they mine, and I can just make a whole bunch of guys mine, and then there'll be a whole bunch of guys who are proficient eventually. So that's what I'll do. Picks might be in weapons. Actually, what I'll do is there, copper picks. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I also like to bring around 1 copper battle axe. I could bring along just regular training weapon, but the purpose of the battle axe is so that my axe dwarf has something to defend himself with, or my other dwarves with. So that's why I'm bringing it. The quiver, I like to bring 4 quivers, just for the purpose of like recruiting guys, or I get a couple of crossbowmen in my army, and then I've got quivers for them. So let's get this. Then we get our medical supplies and such. I like to bring free gypsum plaster. That's in extracts, or not extracts, powders. And then I like to bring 6 wool cloth or 6 silk cloth, whatever. Just, just so that they can use that for the purpose of healing themselves, but also for the purpose of Fey moods. So we'll get thread, silk, and yarn. Alright, so that's that. I also like to bring some leather as well. You could just butcher your animals, but just in case I don't want to butcher my animals, like because I have a male and female to different species, I'll bring along a little bit of leather. Leather is right here. Let's bring Wolverine leather. Alright. So ropes, bags. That should be pretty straightforward. You need ropes and bags. Get the cheap ropes, get the cheap bags. The purpose of this stuff is basically not for holding people with restraints or anything, but just for like wells and such, traction benches. So it doesn't probably have to be that strong. So that's all that. Seeds. I like to bring basically 12 plump helmet and 20 plump helmet and 20 pigtail. And 10 of everything else but dimple. And the purpose of this is because dimple cuffs really only affect dyes. If you're not really focusing clothes, it's not important. But I bring the plump helmet seeds because that is important for food very early on. Plump helmet, you can brew it into drinks and it's good for clothing, so why not? And then this stuff, I'll eventually plant it, for cooking and also beer of different types. Which actually gets us on to beer. I don't bring around a dwarven wine, but I do bring the rum, ale, and beer. And the purpose of this is because wine is made from plump helmets, and I'm going to be littered in plump helmets, so I bring it. I also like to bring 40 rum, because rum is made from sweet pods, and sometimes, if possible, I'll try and get my other farms up so I can, get cave wheat beer or whatever it is, cave wheat ale maybe. Just 20 of this stuff. And then meat, fish. You don't really have to bring eggs, but you can use it early on for like making have your cooks and use it for stuff. We'll bring meat. That's meat. I need fish. And we need eggs. And an egg. Now, I should not have that many points left over, so I'm missing something. Well, for one, I'm missing some cloth. There we go. So that was it. I should actually fix that. That's my setup that I'm planning to use. I may adjust it somewhat, but for the most part, that's it. So let's begin. But first I'll save it, since it's a new download game and all that. Fuchsia Embark. I probably made a second one there, but oh well. So that's my profile. about that big. Alright, so embark. You have arrived, blah blah blah. My place is apparently called Clutch Fountain. Oh boy, that'll be fun. And if the Yetis get hungry, that'll be fun too. So, let's begin. Alright, so let's look at the map. That's what my map looks like. It's basically a couple hills, and there's a river over there. Down there it looks like we got a couple things. Kias. Kia man, Kia woman. I don't think they're much of a threat, so we won't worry about them. So, that's that. And then down, we got a mountain over here with some trees and flexstone for harvesting. And that looks like a, fairly nice little opening there. Right here. I got a very nice deep opening into the mountain. So I might do that. So yeah, this will be an interesting fortress, I think. This flexstone, it's chalk. So that's flexstone right there. It looks like I've got tetrahedrites, limonite. So I've got copper and iron. So that's nice. Everything I need for metalworking industry. I'll have to buy the what is it? The iron anvil or steel anvil when we get to it. Alright, so let's see here. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start channeling, I think. I'm going to just channel around this area, I think. Alright, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I want it to be 3 wide, so 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That's only 2 wide. Let's there. And now me just to start of my channeling. And what I'm basically doing is I'm going to channel right down to this layer over here. Where is my dwarf's starting position? They're all the way up there. Actually, I want to do this. And I want to get them jobs. So I don't have any jobs assigned, so let's do that. Alright, so I want to make a peasant or two, because I don't need to know the dwarves right away. Profession, labor, and he will do mining. And I can already hear people screaming in the background. Oh God, why are you not using therapist? And the reason is because therapist isn't out yet for this version. So sorry if it causes you to cringe, but you'll have to see me doing this the old-fashioned way. The horrible way. Alright, and let's make the doctor mine. I'll cover all those guys, I think. I'll actually want to make the woodcutter maybe do a little bit of wood cutting. Now, I said animals, and just check their... Let's see, we got 2 male yak bulls. That's not bad, I guess. I mean, I prefer to have a female and a male, but at least they're the same species. So let's get to work. But before I do that, I want to maybe designate a little bit of trees to cut. And the purpose of the trees is just, you know, get them hauling around. And that'll be enough for now. I could get guide my plants, but there's no point until I have something going on. There you go. Are those things gonna come after me or stay away? Looks like they're gonna stay away. Alright, so we dug out a little bit. We'll dig out a little bit more. Channel down here too. Okay, and I gotta go one more. Just one more. Okay. We'll actually channel a bit more. Then, and we'll channel down right here. Alright, so now let's start mining. And we'll go... Let's go all the way. I think that's a little too deep. Nope, that's right. Now let's start mining into the bedrock. Or the chalk. Because that's what it is, chalk. Key man. Ah, crap, I got things stealing my stuff. I'll have to get that inside quickly. But I can't be bothered worrying about it at the moment. I think it's good enough start, so I'll end the video here. And we'll begin in earnest with the next video.